So I grew up in Davis, and there's not a very large Japanese American community in Davis. So the thing that surprised me the most, or was the biggest change for me, was just the different events that the Japanese American does, and just learning about all these amazing different things that we do. The first off, how I even heard about the program is my cousin Lisa participated in it in, I believe, 1983. And my Uncle Mitch and Auntie Anne did a lot with the program after she participated that year. So it's always kind of been in the back of my head, just with family participating and all that stuff. But I didn't actually take it super seriously until recently, until I turned 19. And my eldest brother Taylor was very much encouraging me to apply for it and try to do it. Very much as something to help us reconnect with our Japanese American heritage, because that's something that my family didn't really have a lot of. So my oldest brother kind of encouraged me to try that out, just to try to get me into our heritage a little bit more and just learn more about the Japanese American culture. So before program night, we had about a little over 4 months of training where we would come in every single Sunday morning. All 5 of us would do our different cultural classes or just learning how to walk in a kimono. And that was it was very nice to have all the other girls doing it with me. It was very supportive. They've all been really lovely. But it's been a lot of work. And coming up to program night, I think all of us got a little bit more and more stressed, just seeing like all our family and friends that are going to be coming out, and just the community just being out there too. It was definitely a stressful time behind scenes, but everybody's just been so supportive, and all the other girls and ladies, we really had each other's back. So as scary as it was for us personally, it was really nice to be there with others who are going through the same experience, and just kind of like, we're all stressed, but we're stressed together, so it makes it a lot better.
Actually, when I was growing up in 5th grade, we are told we start music lessons, and my mom always wanted us to learn music because she thought it was a very important skill for me and my siblings to learn. So originally, I actually picked the clarinet, which my mom was not pleased with, because if you've ever heard somebody starting to learn to play the clarinet, it is not a pleasant sound. But in 7th grade, my band teacher asked somebody to step up and switch to the tuba, because we had a lot of clarinets, we had a lot of flutes, a lot of saxophones, but we didn't have any low brass. And me looking at the clarinet music in 7th grade and seeing the 16th notes and the 32nd notes and the high-pitched notes, I decided that switching to tuba whole notes would be a lot nicer. So I made the switch, and then I actually ended up quitting the tuba in music in high school to pursue sports, but I picked it up again in college, and that's when I actually started playing the sousaphone in a marching band. So it's essentially the same thing as a tuba, it's just the marching tuba. So that's kind of how that.
Yeah, so in the beginning stages of figuring out what my creative expression would be, I was torn between music or entomology, and doing like a bit of an entomology presentation, but we kind of decided I was doing a speech on nature and the importance of it. It'd be kind of nice to have something a little bit different. The main instrument I've played though is the sousaphone, which is a very strange instrument to like perform at as a solo. So I really had to rack my brains on songs that were deep enough that it would sound good playing the sousaphone, but also interesting enough that I wouldn't make people fall asleep while in the audience. So I ended up on the Misty Mountains Cold from the movie The Hobbit, mostly because I'm a huge Tolkien fan.
You're a Unitrans bus driver? Where did this get started?
So for those of you who don't know, at UC Davis and Davis throughout the entire city, our buses are actually run by students, which seems a little crazy to be putting a bunch of like 18, 19-year-olds behind like a 40-foot vehicle, but we do it anyways. But I found out about being a Unitrans bus driver by actually being a part of the band, the UC Davis marching band. I had friends who were bus drivers, and they saw that I already drove a big car at home. My car, as the other candidates know, is either a truck or kind of a 15-seater like stalker van. So I was already very comfortable with the large vehicle already going into it. So it just seemed like the perfect fit. A bonus too, it was also the highest paying job on campus, so that definitely did not hurt.
for Northern California Cherry Blossom Queen is Claire Anne.
Present her with a tiara, sash, and flowers.
And as we mentioned, the Queen will be receiving a kimono from the Fujiyasu Kimono Company. The donation of the Furisore kimono also includes a matching obi, the gori, and all of the accessories needed to wear the kimono. The Queen program is honored to continue to have a strong relationship with the Fujiyasu Kimono Company. We look forward to the Queen wearing her beautiful kimono at the festival